Alright, ladies and gentlemen, Fabs in the house. And today I've got the Kansept Knives Gremlin here with me for a review. Please don't forget to like the video and to subscribe to the channel if you enjoy the content. So as usual, we're gonna analyze the look, the sound and the feel of this guy, but first of all, let's just do a size check and see how big this guy is, because this is I would say 3.1 inch long blade with a 3.7 inch long handle with an overall length of almost 7 inches, so not a big boy in any ways. And let's see how this compares up against some usual suspects. This is the Spyderco Para 3, which is a little bit bigger. Look at that. It's a little bit bigger on this guy, and of course smaller than the Spyderco Paramilitary 2. Another couple options we have here, also with titanium scales from Flytanium. This is the Ontario Rat number 2 and Ontario Rat number 1 right over here. Look at that, smaller than both of these guys. Another couple we have, it's this one. Would you look at this beauty right over here? This is a small Sebenza by Chris Reeve Knives, 21. These are regular, sorry. And this is the large regular Sebenza, also Chris Reeve Knives. And this is very, very comparable to the size of this small Sebenza right over here. What else can I show you guys? Another couple, yeah, Shirogorov Neon Zero. Bigger than that. This is a 3.375 inches, I believe, and his bigger brother, this is the Shirogorov F95 Custom Division White Tiger in the house. What else can I show you? Something smaller than that. We've got the CRKT Inara. Right over here, this, Rogers Design. We've got Civivi McKenna with black Damascus blade. Another small one. Of course, we've got from Wife's collection. This is the James brand, the County, and another beauty right over here, smallish, is the Rogers Design OEM. What do we have? Another one. Look at this. Peña Knives X Series, green fat carbon, pretty nice limited edition. What else can I show you? A couple of big boys, why not? Yes, this is the Hinder Knives XM18 3.5 inch long, and look at this beast, Reiki Knives Toulet. And let's finish with another couple fancy options. This is one of my favorite. This is the Spectre by Holt Blade Works. This is a Prestige V3, and this is a bad boy, guys. This is a custom from Kirby Lambert. This is the Rain with dragon skin, carbo quartz, and zirconium. So guys, this is a small knife. You get it, right? It's not big in any ways, but it's a nice one, I have to say. There are some features I pretty like because it's very small and it's nice. My wife likes this one more than I do because there's like a couple issues for me, but overall it's an interesting one because it's a relatively inexpensive one. It's gonna be around $150, something like that. It's the Kansept Knives, which is made by people from Kaiser. They used to work at Kaiser. This guy is made in China. It is a titanium frame lock with some marble carbon fiber inlays, and it's nicely done. I mean, it's S35VN steel. There's some nice features going on. Sorry, you have some nice milling for sure. Look at this. I mean, this is a relatively inexpensive one. For $150 you get 3D milling titanium scales. There's no skeletonization going on the inside, a little bit of chamfering going on the perimeter, nothing, I mean, it's not sharp but not like extensively chamfered on the inside. Over here, 3D mill titanium backspacer with the integrated lanyard hold right over here. Of course, you get stainless steel insert because it's titanium up against steel, so this is going to eliminate lock stick for sure. You've got external lock bar cutout. You have a nice relief over here to disengage the lock bar pretty easily, so no issues about that. You've got T8 and T6 Torx bit screws to take this guy apart, and it's gonna be a breeze, super easy to disassemble. The hardware, it's not really protruding that much, but it's not as flush. With the handle, you've got what, 3D mill titanium back pocket clip, which has a similar mechanism to like Shirogorov, because they are employing like a ball bearing to key in the pivot and avoid the movement, because it's screwed in only with one screw right over here. So interesting. Tip-up carry only. It's not reversible. It's not ambidextrous. Has a nice springy tension, and it's pretty easy to take in and out of the pocket. It's gonna show like this much, so not too bad. The blade shape, it's pretty interesting. This is a nice drop point blade with some swedge going on up to the tip, belly up to like I would say 60%, and then guess what? You got a recurve edge up to the sharpening choil right over here. Interesting. Satin finish, S35VN. Where is it? Here, S35VN. You've got the model number, serial number. I don't know. I never understood the need of that. You got the logo here, I get this. You got the model here, which I don't get, but it's the way that this is. So there's some billboarding going on right over here. You've got a nice nice plunge grind over here, nice, and it's delicate. So it's interesting. You see, let me just clean this out. You can see right over there that it's nicely done. So this is a flat grind. There's some flats over here, and the edge is pretty much symmetric from the tip to the heel. So nicely done. There's some chamfering going on around the flipper tab, but there's no jimping going on anywhere in this knife. The sound this guy makes, like that, and like this. When you open it, it's a subdued click and a very, very muffled cluck when you close it. Super discreet closing sound. Nice acoustic, but very, they're indicative of the size of this guy, because this is a small one, it's tiny, so you don't expect to make like a huge noise. It's almost silent and like pleasant in a way, so not it's not that bad. The weight of this guy is gonna be 2.5 ounces, even if it's not skeletonized on the inside. 2.5 ounces. I mean, crazy. Something that I'm not really a fan of is that the marble carbon fiber on the inside, this inlay in the middle, sorry, I think it's from a different batch than these two guys, because it has a very, very different texture. Look at that. These two, yeah, makes sense. This, not so much. And fit and finish is kinda a little bit off. So these are a little bit, there's some indentation going on over here. You can feel it. I don't know if you can see it, but definitely it's there. This is fine, almost perfect. This is perfect, but it's a little bit recessed from the surface of the handle, but it's, I mean, not a huge deal. And I kind of miss some inlays over here. I mean, if you want to do it here, yeah, just do it here. So also the feeling in the hand, it's all right. I don't really feel any hot spot whatsoever, so it feels good in the hand. It doesn't translate in like the feeling. It's not like you have a super solid knife, even if there's no flex, because of course it's titanium, it's solidly built, but it has the feeling of not a rock solid knife. I don't know why. Maybe because it's the weight, maybe because it's the size. It's, I don't know. It's slippery a little bit. It's super smooth. It's sleek, of course. I just see these little gaps going on over here, but there is no blade play. When you pull the blade side to side, up and down, it's nicely done. What I'm not really a fan of this knife is the flipper tab. I like the design with the hole, but I don't really like the shape, the pointy shape. You can still do, of course, like a push button, but it's gonna introduce some finger soreness to the fingertip. And if you do like a light switch, you see there's no jimping, so it might be slippery, but if you just know what you're doing, it's gonna deploy like crazy, and if you want, you're just gonna be able to fail it. So you just need to know the knife and just be able to light switch it like that. That's my preferred option. It's a little bit slippery. If you want to do the two finger opening method, you're not gonna be able to do that because it's so slippery. There's no nail nick, so this is just the nature of this beast. This little guy is running on caged bearings, and the action is pretty, I would say, fast and smooth, and the closing action is also good. You see, like there's some free fall when disengaging the lock bar, but then you have to just give it a little wiggle because there's no guillotine effect when you close this guy. So that's a nice action, but of course it's a small knife, it's a small blade, it's a light blade with a very thin stock, so it's normal that there's not going to be any guillotine effect. Blade is centered. I mean, it's nicely done. So beside the flipper tab, and also there's a little bit of an issue on the clip, because you see that this is right at the height of the lock bar cutout, so it might tend to snag your the edge of your pants, of your pocket pants, like right here when you take it out of the pocket. So that might be an issue right there. But overall, I mean, it's a pretty cool looking knife with a nice design, nice steel, nice inlays going on, a little bit of issue in the fit and finish over here, some design issue in the flipper tab. The sound is very, very muffled and discreet. The grip is okay overall, not too bad. So overall, it can pass. So there you have it. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned.